Good morning, everybody. We're back here where we were cleaning the pond with the 80, and we're trying to remedy a water problem, so we want to pull a ditch as close to the fence line as we can to divert water away from the pond that we just kind of enlarged, the little cow pond. So we're going to mulch these blackberries back to the fence line so we're not digging a ditch out in the middle of his field. And we're going to go way down there. He's right here, the fence isn't very far in, but by the time we get down there, he's probably losing at least 20-30 feet of his field from blackberries. So we'll get going here, and nice gloomy rainy day. Our nice weather appears to be gone, so well, we will get to it here. Oops. Come on. There we go. Spooling her up. Yeah, turn my knives over over the weekend just to. Dad, I gotta be in there, so I don't want to. How long is it going to take for me to find wire? I got the wire cutters ready. Yeah, I rotated my knives. They were getting pretty not sharp anymore. Gave him a little turning. Oops. I got a little close to that. Oh, it's leaned over. That's the first time I ran the mulcher, and I think last June was the last time I ran it. That cleaned up. Guess I need to warn my customer not to stand to the side of that, because yeah, I kind of enjoy doing this. Something different. I don't know how close he wants me to get to the fence. I think I might be opening that up a little more than he wants. Maybe I better have a little conference with him. Chew up this branch, get it out of my way. There we go. Stay away from the fence a little bit, because I say fence, but we started investigating. That fence is probably 60, 70 years old, and we're seeing that we don't have much of a fence anymore. The blackberries are the fence, so we're keeping our distance a little bit from it. For a couple years I had a flail mower instead of this, and I really thick blackberries, which stuff like this it would eat into fairly well, and the flail mower worked well, but the mulching head works noticeably better. The long blades on the flail mower didn't, if you really buried it into really thick blackberries, it would, this is killing my OCD. There's kind of a game trail right there. He didn't want me to expose it and bring it to the cow's attention any more than I had to. It's hard for me to not make a straight line, but we're going to. But the long blades of the flail mower and really dense blackberries would really slow the head down. It would bog it down, so you had to feed in fairly slow. God, I want to chew so much more of that. It goes against my nature. But the mulcher, it's got so much rotating mass on the drum, and the little short teeth. Oops. Chew that up. There, we got it. The short teeth, it you pretty much can just bury it into the blackberries, and it doesn't even slow it down. Well, we'll keep at it here. They're taking this back a little further. Still can't see the fence, but I think a lot of this is knocked down from the just the years and years and years. Somebody asked me this morning if on my stump video with the 80, if the 80 really had that much more power than the 40, and I need to tell him not to. Be really careful standing on this side of it, because it'll spit stuff out of there and it will hurt you. About 20, 30, 40. Anyways, they wanted to know if the 80 really was that much more powerful than the 40. And it is night and day difference. To me, there's really no comparison between the two machines. The 80 is a world apart from the 40. Sounds weird. stop here and take a peek and see if we can see the fence in there. This is the joys of mulching. This is going to take a while to get out. Just gobs of fun. And let's see if I can get this to roll out of here. That part of it. Put that to where he can see it so he don't pick it up with his mower and the cows don't eat it. Uh-oh. Come on. Work out that way. There we go. Fun. Okay. Back to chewing. Yeah, finally got a glimpse of the fence. Standing, other than wrapped up in my in the head. And I can even see the cross support. Got in the dirt a little bit. To be very careful because I don't want to wrap wire around the drum again, because that is not that much fun. Took me about 5 minutes to get it out. Covered quite a bit of ground already. Like I say, we're just opening this up to try and get a clear path to where the drainage ditch we're going to do is going to be closer to the fence and not out in the middle of the field. Looked weird there. I think I'm running right along the edge of the wire. I think most of this fence is laying on the ground, which makes it way worse because you can't see it at all until you wrap it up around the drum. Yep, there's a fence post right there. Well, we will keep at it here. They're gonna, uh-oh. Oh, it's a tree. Thought I'd hit another fence post, but that's pretty rotten. birdie chips. And that sounds weird. There we go. Oh, that wire's over there in there somewhere. And I really don't want to find it. No, it generally doesn't chew wood quite that easy. That stuff's pretty rotten. If it wasn't rotten, it would still chew it. It would just not do it quite that easy. Well, we'll keep at it here. God, look at the view out across there. We're actually just, I think, a mile and a half out of town. But I just love this view right here. Come back, I'll get out in the middle of that and take another swath out through it and get the rest of it cleaned up. That weed chewed up. It will chew weeds. Had to step back just a little bit. I got in the wire again. Luckily, it just kind of caught it and pulled it out. I didn't even have to get the cutters out. There's somewhere I could see the fence when we walked this, but of course, just because I got in the wire doesn't mean I got the fence. There's spots the elk used to come through here. I don't know if they still do or not. I haven't seen them in here in a long time, but they would hook the fence and they'd drag it way out in the field because they'd get it hung up on them. And elk are pretty hard on fences. They just don't much care. They're a big animal. I do see the fence over there. I found it. So I guess what I chewed up probably wasn't the actual fence, but it was definitely wire. That's the problem. Sometimes people mend a fence and have a little piece and they just throw it down on the ground, and when you're doing this, you find it. I need to get a little closer. All right, on to the next section. And we're getting into the thick of it now. Cleaning this corner up. Try and find the fence over there. I don't know where it's at. Thing definitely works good on blackberries. I'm pretty happy with it on pretty much everything I do with it. One thing I dislike about blackberries, just hasn't been too bad because I've only found one bundle of wire so far, but usually when you've got a bunch of blackberries, there's a bunch of stuff hid in it. Things that you don't want to mulch. Waiting to see the sparks again. I have no idea where the fence is at. Problem is the fence is down in so many places that it's just laying on the ground. So yeah, and it's old wood posts and no metal T-posts. So you don't know the fence is there until you've wrapped it up around the drum on the mulcher. Good times. Well, you saw earlier what that was like. I've had a lot worse. Chicken wire is terrible. It's lightweight, it's easy to cut, but it's got such a small mesh, you've got to do so much cutting to get a pathway to get it pulled free. Yeah, I do enjoy this, but I wouldn't really say this is mindless. Mowing with a tractor out in the field, to me that's kind of mindless. You just kind of drive around out in circles until all the tall grass is short. This, you got to do. This is actually very tiring because you've got to really concentrate that you keep your blades out of the dirt. Concentrate that you're not hitting things. It's, like I say, not mindless like brush hogging is. You gotta keep the head parallel to the ground. I guess you don't have to, but it works a lot better if you do. A little bit further in there, and then I'm going to go around to the end where I can see the fence and start kind of chasing it in. Stringy stuff. All right, I will keep at it. We've gone from that tree line to here, so it's we've done quite a bit. Well, we're gonna walk right down the middle of this little patch. We started it from one side there. Now we're gonna finish it down the middle. Got all that up in there, all finished. I found the fence again. This time it wasn't just a piece of wire laying there. I got the old fence, so it came right out. I was able to just pull on it by hand and wind it back off backwards. I didn't even have to cut anything, so pretty minor. Took me about a minute to get it loose. Those kind of wire encounters aren't too bad. This will get this to where he can get a fresh start and be able to maintain it with his brush hog. Once I get this done, then we'll put the big smoothie on. The 48-inch work brow. Somebody's going to ask what bucket I have. Somebody asks almost every time what bucket that is. God, the fall colors are so beautiful this year. We didn't have a hard freeze, and leaves just changed naturally, and the colors are just so vivid this year. We're starting to kind of lose our. It's already a lot of the leaves have already fell off of a lot of the trees, so it's starting to lose some of its luster. Oh, there's a hole there. The ground squirrels, they are pretty prevalent out here in this field. Got to be where they're pretty prevalent everywhere. They do a lot of damage. I've got ones digging underneath my foundation on my shop. Not okay with that. grass actually kind of, it doesn't stop it from turning, but it does really ball up in there. Somebody was asking me, well, we've got everything mulch that we're going to mulch. We got all up in that corner. Got some stuff out here in the middle. Thought we were going to do some other stuff, so I wasn't doing my little finish segment, but he found the wire. Good. He decided we were going to pull a ditch along that for drainage, and he decided that he wants to see what happens without it, so we're not going to dig that now. So I'm going to take the mulcher off, and it's starting to rain again. It's getting dark and nasty. So everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and we got to take tomorrow off. Got to meet with somebody, and can't work tomorrow, but Wednesday we'll be back at it. So go check my website out, reberpuredirt.com. We got the pin defenders on there. Got them in stock. And I got other goodies on there, so check that out. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. So everyone, have a wonderful evening, and we will catch you on the next one.